Welcome back to Lincoln Christian. We are ready for more basketball. It's the boys now. Lincoln Christian and Norris in the boys varsity game tonight. Both these teams come in at 16-4 on the season. Some pretty good wins along the way for both teams. They did meet up in the Waverly Holiday Tournament in the championship game. Norris took that one by a score of, let's see here, where is it? They won it 53-35 over Lincoln Christian, but the Crusaders ready to battle back tonight. We'll take a quick break, and then we're going to come back and honor Coach Nick Orduna and then get to your boys' game in just a bit.
My name is Mrs. Paulson, and I teach 4th grade here at Lincoln Christian School. My favorite season is summer, my favorite holiday is Christmas, and my favorite school supply are flare pins. What I love about 4th grade at Lincoln Christian is the relationships and the conversations that I'm able to have with 4th graders. They're just a little wiser and a little in-depth, and we get to have great conversations about the Bible. I love where they are in the learning process. Sometimes I think there's a little bit of scary in 4th grade math, and I love to take away the scary and replace it with a confidence. And I love teaching 4th grade at Lincoln Christian School.
Hi, I'm Marty Riley, the elementary principal. I'd like to thank you for watching the Crusader Sports Network. Go Crusaders!
Minute to recognize an accomplishment here at Lincoln Christian. As you all know, we value far more than what the scoreboard can show us, and we want to do all things here at Lincoln Christian to the glory of God. But in that vein, part of doing things to God's glory is being excellent and recognizing when someone accomplishes something excellent. And so tonight we wanted to take a minute and recognize longtime coach, I won't say how many years, of our girls basketball program, who recently just picked up his 300th win as the son of a coach. I really appreciate all he's done.
Real quick, because I know the guys want to get things popping, but you don't get to 300 without great people around you. And I've had tremendous people, those are former players, current players, great assistants, and just Lincoln Christian School family, and even Norris. We've been battling for years, me and Coach Hagerman, and so all of that is part of this whole thing. So I just want to thank you, and yeah, it's postseason time.
it's the boys' turn. It's the Titans from Norris High School. To battle with your Lincoln Christian Crusaders. Let's get right to the starting lineup. First for the Titans, number 0, 6'4", junior, Trey DeVoe. Number 2, a 6'4" junior, C.J. Hood. Number 5, a 6'2" senior, Aiden Order. Number 10, a 6' junior, Isaiah Pancote. And number 15, a 5'9" junior, Cade Rice. The Titans are coached by Matt Shelston, assisted by Zach Cavanagh, Sam Applegate, and Logan Caden. And now for your Lincoln Christian Crusaders. Number 3, a 6'6" junior, Drew Superman. Number 11, a 6'4" senior, Austin Carlson. Number 12, a 6'5" junior, Justin Dubois. Number 21, a 6'6" junior, Robin McGill. Number 42, a 6'11" sophomore, Ethan Marshman. Very good. 65 Central.
All right, we are ready to go. It's Bubak and DeVoe who tip it. Ball is going to go out of bounds, and they say that's going to be white ball. Lincoln Christian will get it. The Crusaders and the Titans, and again, the girls just lost to Norris. Hopefully the boys can turn it around and get a win. They lost to Norris back in Waverly, but let's even up the season series, right, Brent?
Yep, that would be certainly nice. I know that's what our boys are striving for. It's a good start.
Bubak scores it. And as a matter of fact, the last 2 years before this year, we split with Norris. We beat him in the holiday tournament, lost to him in the regular season, so let's turn it around this time. And then an offensive foul is called on Cade Rice. And I think, again, we just said the girls lost to Norris. I think the girls never led in that game. Does that sound right? I don't think we ever did.
You would be correct. I think we got within 1 or 2, and we could not get over the hump.
And Carlson, good job, but the shot was altered by the defenders. Got down on the baseline, missed the shot, and the rebound comes down to Rice. That's Order with it, drives baseline, and he'll have a chance for a three-point play.
We get some boys there on the help side. That was pretty easy through the lane.
And Norris having a great year. They're 16-4, and Order is actually the only returning starter from last year's team.
Yeah, I recognized him and thought, how long has he been around?
Yeah, right. And the only senior in their starters.
Yeah.
He misses the free throw, but...
yeah, they got a nice young group of kids there coming back again next year.
It's 2-all. First minute of the quarter. That's McGear with it. Looks like the Titans starting a man-to-man. And an offensive foul will go on, is it Marshbanks, I think?
Yep, it is. That's 2 on him already. Quick 2.
Yep, 2 team fouls, and he's going to take a seat on the bench for Josh Berger. We lose a little height with Josh, but not a lot of muscle. Josh is a strong player, plays very strong.
Yeah. It's Jonas, right? Jonas
I'm
Berger.
sorry. Jonas, you know what? I get Josh Free and Jonas Berger.
Yep.
I get them mixed up.
Well, I get it.
And we got another chance for a three-point play. This time it's Rice who drives in, and the foul goes on Gavin McGear.
Rice is a tough matchup. He's a quick guard out there. He and Gavin really went at it back in December. That's 2 possessions, 2 times straight through the middle of our defense there, finishing.
5-2 Norris. And over in the corner, McGear for 3, just a bit too strong. And on the rebound, they're going to say DeVoe picks up the foul.
I think we got a little break there. I didn't see that one, but we'll take it.
And Trey DeVoe, the leading scorer for Norris, so they definitely don't want him to get into foul trouble.
Oh, my goodness.
And now, who's that going to go on?
That's going to go on Jonas, I think.
Yep. Yeah, I think probably a half a dozen times during football season I called Jonas Berger Josh Berger and Josh Free Jonas Free.
Yeah.
So, of course, they're cousins.
Yeah, I was going to say, they're related. You're not too far off.
There's DeVoe, drives on Bubak and kicks it back out to Order. He's guarded by Berger. And here comes Rice. And now DeVoe, top of the key, dribbles behind his back, goes all the way in, but Bubak with the block.
Great defense. Got beat by half a step, but able to recover with his length. Good block by Justin.
And now Buchelman will reset for the Crusaders, uses the screen. Bubak down in the near corner, lobs into Carlson. And gets the roll.
That's good. Ashton's got a little more muscle, a little size on number 10 there for the Titans. Isaiah
Pancoke. Yep. And there goes Pancoke right down the lane. Another one of those. That is, all 3 of their buckets have been drives right down the middle of the lane. They definitely have some quickness on the Norris side. Crusaders have got to bottle that up. They'll now Buchel.
Okay,
the other B. It's Bubak who misses. That shot a bit long, and now Norris. Now Pancoke goes stripped by Bubak, and then Carlson picks up the foul. And that will give the Titans their 3rd opportunity for a 3-point play in 3 minutes of the game.
Just not a good start for us defensively. Every basket has come right inside the lane. You got to get guys on help side, be ready to step in and cut off those drives.
And DeVoe misses the free throw, so they've only connected on one of those 3 3-point opportunities.
Good
no
pass.
No look pass from Carlson, and Bubak is there for it.
A little bit of a tough catch, too, and Justin reeled it in and finished.
Well, Bubak's got quick hands, and that's what he needed on that. That's Hood, and he goes to the glass, but is denied.
Again, got in the lane, though.
Yep.
Guys got to do a better job keeping the man in front of him here on the dribble drives.
Carlson, McGear.
Gavin, be ready to shoot that. Looks like he had an opening.
And short for Carlson on the 3. It's 9-6, Titans lead. Another one. Right to the lane, offensive rebound, and a putback. And that is number 32, Price, who scores it. And the foul was on
it's Jonas again, I
Berger.
believe.
So Berger came in for Marshbanks, and now they both have 2 fouls. And let's see, Gunnar Dorick is in now for the Crusaders. And that's already 6 team fouls on the Crusaders in a half a quarter.
Yeah. Yep, Gary is going to maybe be forced to go to a zone potentially, or our guys got to step up here in the man-to-man half court.
12-6 Titans, 4 minutes to go, first quarter, I should say. And Bubak loses the ball, and Order picks it up. Crusaders are definitely going to have to cut down on the turnovers tonight. And a travel. And I think that travel was caused by Carlson. He kind of reached in there and threw off the rhythm for number 4, Shampoo.
Well, let's see if we can take advantage here, get a bucket ourselves.
And Buchelman drives
Nice
lane.
drive,
Nice
nice
move.
drive.
And gets it. First
Good
bucket
job.
for Buchelman.
Sometimes Drew's a little bit more tentative than he needs to be, and I'm glad he sliced right through there and kept going to the rim. Oh, it's foul on Justin, I bet.
First foul on Bubak, and the 7th team foul, so it's going to be 1-1.
Wow.
Crusaders, well, we've got a little bit of depth, not a ton, though. You definitely don't want to get into early foul trouble. And this is Rice at the line. He's got 4. And here comes the second one. And he goes 2 for 2. The game out at the Waverly Holiday Tournament, Lincoln Christian actually jumped out to an 8 or 10 point lead in the first quarter, but then Norris kind of owned the second quarter, and they were up by about 8 or 9 at halftime, and then ended up winning by 18, I think.
I was going to say, they really expanded the lead in the second half on us.
That foul goes on Connor Price, with just the 3rd team foul on the Titans.
Well, they're calling it really tight here to start this game on both sides, really.
And McGear will start with the ball for this possession. McGear looks inside. And now Dworak, far corner.
Seem to have a lot of standing around on offense. It's one guy with the ball and everybody's staring at him right now. Not much movement here.
And Bubak, nice spin move, and he almost lost the handle on it, but recovers and scores.
Good news for us, we do have a couple guys that can usually win a one-on-one matchup, and that's what happened there with Justin.
That's Shampoo with it. To Hood. Hood in the lane, and a good move by Hood. Little hesitation, and then goes up over Buchelman.
It was a good job by Drew to stay on the floor and not go for the shot fake. I thought that was going to work out for him there. But good shot by the Norris player.
Back to a 6-point game. And you'd think that would be a kicked ball call, but they don't call it.
I think it went off kind of his lower knee shin area, so they let it go.
Another basket for Price. And on the other end, Bubak misses. So good hustle to get up court quickly, but can't convert. And it looks like Gage Holden is ready to check in for Lincoln Christian. Lob inside to Price, guarded by Carlson, and a strip from Ashton. And a little bit of an incidental collision. I mean, I don't know if when you go down that hard, if you could really say it's incidental, but it was unintentional, I guess we'll call it that.
Yeah, well, he impeded Ashton's progress to the basket, getting down the floor, so they had to call the block on him.
That's order. That's his first foul.
A little bit of an earlier sub for Gage. I think Gary is looking for a little more quickness on the court, which Gage will bring now into the game here defensively and such.
And Buchelman a bit too strong with the shot. Norris with the ball and an 8-point lead. Now Rice drives on.
Nobody there to help.
And then they say Dworak fouled him.
Backside's got to be in the lane on that. Come over and help and shut him off before he gets into the lane. That didn't happen, and Gunner was forced to foul.
8 team fouls already. It'll be this will be a 2-shot though. This is the first. Stick around. Coming up at the end of the first quarter, we've got a fun little thing. We're going to try to see if we can get everybody a free meal from Dickey's Barbecue.
Yeah, I heard about that. I was surprised at the timing of it.
Yeah.
In the mid-game, break in the quarter action. So.
And Rice 1 for 2. It'll be Alex Cook who's shooting free throws. If he makes all 3, you get a free entree.
That's what I heard. I'll be rooting for him.
Yep. Dickey's Barbecue, one of the corporate sponsors for LCS this year. And
Drew.
Buchelman, he should have just gone up with the ball.
Absolutely. Make that turn, and you've got a nice 8-foot jump shot right there.
And Lincoln Christian in danger of going down double digits here in the first quarter. This is the second of 3 really tough games to finish the year. We beat Kearney Catholic Thursday, but they're a quality team, top 10 in Class C1, and then tonight, and then next Friday up at Bishop Newman.
Yep.
So 3 straight games against ranked teams.
It's okay. This is the time of year you want to be tested. Tough games. Make sure you're ready going into the postseason.
Down to 10 seconds. Rice with it. And Pancoke for 3.
Got to check out.
And DeVoe streaks in and scores the basket and out of bounds on the turnover back to Norris.
So Gary switched to his own defense there, and sometimes that's a tendency. You miss the checkouts, block-offs, a little easier for the offense to get those, and that's what happened there with DeVoe.
Titans are going to have a double-digit lead at the end of 1. It's 21-19. Norris over Lincoln Christian, and now we'll go for our Dickey's free throw shooting contest.
Dickey's Barbecue Pit is proud to be a corporate sponsor of Lincoln Christian, and tonight the Lincoln Christian School Foundation is excited to present the Dickey's Quarter Challenge. Lincoln Christian Junior Alex Cook is going to be shooting 3 free throws, and based on how many he makes, everyone in attendance, whether you're from Norris or Lincoln Christian, can win a free drink, a free sandwich, or a free meat plate as outlined on the tickets that we handed out at admission. So, Alex, are you ready? Here we go. You can do it, Alex. Let's cheer for Alex. Come on, Alex. You help everyone in the stands win a free drink at Dickey's this next week. Remember, you must take your ticket to Dickey's between tonight and Friday, February 21st. Thank you, Dickey's.
All right, 1 for 3 for Alex, so I guess that's why he's a football player, not a basketball player, right?
Yeah. I'm going to tell him I'm going to be hungry tonight because he didn't get me any free food, so I'm going to give him a hard time about that on Monday morning.
Got a free drink for everybody from Dickey's, but go ahead and patronize Dickey's anyway. They're an LCS corporate sponsor, and we thank them for doing that. Norris with the ball to start second quarter, and they've got an 11-point lead. We'll see what adjustments Coach Gary Nunley made for the Crusaders on defense here. Norris must have had, a half a dozen drives right down the middle of the lane.
Yep. Well, we got Easton back in. We're staying in that zone. We got Big Easton in the middle there to take up some space, but see how we do here.
And DeVoe spins, but now back outside. And Hood misses. And on the rebound, they're going to call the foul on, is it Pancoke? Yeah, Pancoke picks it up. That'll be his first and the 5th team foul, so the Crusaders still not in the bonus for a couple more fouls. And the Norris hit the bonus halfway through the first quarter, and Lincoln Christian's only had 1 foul since, so that's the good news. We've cut that down a little bit, and then again playing the zone, that'll help. And then there's going to be a foul on, it's going to be on Marshbanks, or is it going to be on Carlson? Yeah, they call it on Ashton Carlson, so that's 2 on Ashton.
That's a loose ball. Both guys reaching for it.
And it's interesting because I think we got the same crew that did the girls' game,
We
and
do.
they seem to be calling this game a little bit tighter than they did.
are,
the other
yeah.
one.
A lot of times we'll have 1 set of rest for the girls and then a new threesome out there for the boys varsity, but I noticed that as well, same 3 guys. So, and I thought they let quite a bit go in the girls' game. It seemed like they were letting them play a little more compared to this.
And Norris up by 10 or 12, pardon me. 1 for 2 from the line for Pancoke, and the rebound to Bubak. Little runner from Carlson. He misses it, but follows up and puts it back up.
Good effort and persistence. I thought he had 1 more dribble on that initial drive, and he could have got all the way to the basket. But good job to get his rebound and put it back in there.
Pancoke for 3. In and out. Marshbanks with the rebound.
It's 2 possessions. Norris has settled for 2 3-pointers. We haven't done a great job getting out on those shooters. We're lucky they haven't fallen for him on those last 2.
Inside to Buchelman, turnaround shot.
That's
He's
good,
fouled.
good. It's a good turnaround.
Bucket won't go, but he'll shoot free throws. And they call that on Pankow. He's got 2. First guy with 2 for Norris, and their 6th team foul.
Drew doesn't bring a lot of size in terms of the muscle down low, but he's pretty good with his back to the basket. That height, 6'6", so.
He goes 2 for 2 there, and my wife Becky reminded me that back when Drew was in 7th grade in a junior high track meet, I don't know if you've heard this story, but you saw that he broke both arms. It was a hurdles event, right?
I was there, yes. I remember that.
And I can see those spindly arms there. I can see where they might crack easily, right? But he's recovered from that.
Yep. I don't know that he's done track since.
Yeah.
So.
And DeVoe now in the lane, spins, resets, and goes up but misses the shot short.
I will say we've done a nice job containing DeVoe thus far. He really hurt us in December down the holiday tournament, and so we figured a few things out with him. That's good.
And Marshbanks leaves it short, and lucky he didn't get an over-the-back call on the rebound. So
it's a good opportunity. We've got to convert those when you're down 8. We needed that bucket.
Crusaders have outscored Norris 4-1 here in the second quarter. Order now goes right around Carlson. And is that going to go on Ashton? Yep. So he has got his 3rd foul. He's going to have to take a seat on the bench. And again, Norris has got some quickness. Most every guy on the floor for the Titans can really bring it when they get down close to the basket. Order with another free throw. And 10 team fouls on the Crusaders now, so it'll be double bonus from here on out. And back to a double-digit lead, 24-14.
We're probably fortunate we're only down 10 at this point when you put a team in the bonus halfway through the first quarter.
Bubak with it, stops. And back outside to Justin, now over to McGear, looks inside for Buchelman. And now Drew steps out to set a screen.
So with Ashton on the bench now, the last 5.5 minutes of this quarter, Drew's going to have to step up and help us offensively here and pick up some of that slack.
And Bubak gets open for 3.
Good pass by Drew. Recognize Justin being open and get him the ball in his shooting position.
So Norris, again, they come in 16-4. And this is their last regular season game. They be over a week before their sub-district, but they don't have any more games next week. Which I don't know if that's always a good thing or not.
I wouldn't like it if I were a coach or a player, for that matter.
Rice misses the 3. Out of bounds. It'll go to Lincoln Christian. And a good job by Buchelman to stay out of a foul there. Yeah, for a number of years, LCS boys used to have a week off. The Norris game would be our last game, and then we'd have a week off. And I think that was back when Monty Jones was the coach, and I think I talked to him one time, and he said, you know what, we probably maybe get a little rusty sometimes setting out for a week. So
yeah, I think so.
Oh, and McGear can't get it to fall. Loose ball finally ends up with the Titans. Price has it.
It's a good, tough drive by Gavin.
And that's Shampoo back in the game with it. Now back to Hood. And somebody got loose. And a great job by Bubak to avoid the foul.
Yeah.
Just went straight up like they tell you to do. And
you had Justin there and then Easton coming down from the middle. Those are two imposing figures there trying to get the ball up. So good job by those two.
And that's Order from the corner. Saved by DeVoe. And a foul, and who's that going to go on? We'll see. It's going to go on Easton Marshbanks.
Boy, that's his 3rd probably.
Yep. So he's got 3. Carlson's got 3, and Bubak's got 2 for Lincoln Christian. And Shampoo, and Norris is only shooting 50% or so from the free throw line, so that's been helping us a little bit.
Yeah, really helping us. That's why, a few minutes ago I said we're probably fortunate we're only down 10 at that time, and now we've cut it to 7 here.
Norris with a touchdown lead, 24-17, now 25-17. Just under 4 minutes to go before halftime. Now Buchelman with it. This shot wasn't there for Drew, so he brings it back outside. That'll go on Price, I think that's right. Price, his second. And that'll put the Crusaders in the bonus, looks like. Yep. Hood comes in, Price goes out. He's got 2 fouls, as well as Pankow. They're both on the bench with 2 fouls. Bubak on the floor with 2 for the Crusaders.
Good shot, Jonas.
And Berger his first point. And the Crusaders down 6, but again, it feels like it should be more. So Lincoln Christian's got 3 minutes and a half. Let's see if they can cut into it a little bit further at halftime.
It's good by Jonas to come in, though, hit 2 free throws. When we're struggling on the half court, we got to make sure we get those freebies there.
Rice has it over to number 13. That's Small. Back over to Hood. Crusaders stay in the zone. DeVoe up over Berger and hits it.
DeVoe finally said, I'm going to get a little opening here and get a shot for myself. He's kind of been bottled up. He's done a good job on him.
Yep, he's got 6 points, but he's been pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Buchelman hands off to McGear. Now 2.5 to go before halftime.
You can see Norris made a switch there. They've got DeVoe on Buchelman now so that he will stop posting up down on the block. Well, now they switch to Justin.
Crusaders lucky to keep that one. Bubak tries a 3, too strong.
Yep.
Berger tries to tip it to himself.
Good effort.
Yep. But nobody else down there besides Jonas. And now, what did we say? It was down to 6. Now it's 8, and Norris has a chance to go back up by 10. And over in the corner, that's Order with it. And Norris content to run some clock here. Just like their girls did in the fourth quarter. There were some long possessions in that fourth quarter.
They almost went into a stall with about 6.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And I don't know if they scored beyond that outside of free throws then to finish the game.
Yeah, I don't think so. 1.5 to go.
That's a tough thing in high school basketball with no shot clock. You sit in a zone and the team's content to pass it around if they're cushioning that lead and trying to protect it.
And a putback by Order.
It was a great play by him, real athletic move. One-handed, got that back up there.
Order was their starting quarterback in football, and I think, I may be wrong on this, I think I read that he made the Shrine Bowl roster.
Okay.
And Bubak can't get the roll. It's a 10-point game.
He's a good athlete. Like I said, I can remember him over the last couple of years. He's been a contributor.
So Norris is going to hold for the last shot. They had an 11-point lead after one, and it looks like they're going to have a double-digit lead going into halftime. So what's Coach Gary Nunley talk about at half?
Well, I'm surprised he's been as mellow as he has. He's just kind of sitting over there. Obviously, he's going to talk about if we go back to a man-to-man defense, we got to have guys step up and stay in front of their man. That really hurt us to start the game.
Coming up at halftime, we're going to hear from the LCS cheerleaders, and then we'll hear from from Coach Gary Nunley about his seniors.
Oh, great play.
Oh, and they missed it. The lob inside for Hood.
Let's see if we can get a shot off. 3 seconds, Gavin. Good.
And he's called for travel. Gets down under there, didn't really have a good look at it.
Did the right thing. Couple seconds there trying to get to the basket and either put it in or get fouled and go to the free throw line, but didn't quite work out the way we'd like.
So Lincoln Christian will have to go to the locker room and reset for the second half. It's a 29-19 lead for Norris at halftime. So we'll take a break and come back with your second half in just a bit.
For your Lincoln Christian Crusader cheerleaders.
Crusaders, let's hear it. 1, 2.
know that many of you take advantage of the opportunity to watch our games on Strive when we're on the road, or some of your loved ones watch all the time because they live somewhere else. We literally get people viewing our Strive games from all over the country and even all over the world. And I think most people don't realize quite what goes on behind the scenes to make that happen. And so we wanted to take a quick minute to recognize Keith Miles, who has volunteered tremendously. A lot of hours, they're unsung heroes for sure, and we're very thankful for them and their vision for what this could become. And so you've got some gift cards in there. Take a date night on us. Thank you for all that you do for us. Thanks, Keith.
Thank you for supporting us and watching the Crusader Sports Network.
What a great group of seniors. We're going to miss all 4 of these guys. We're so thankful for what they've meant to our program, and also just what a blessing to partner with their parents and partner with them, and to see their growth in their relationship with Jesus Christ, and their growth as young men, and just the leadership that they've brought to our program. So Noah's been a student manager for 3 years, and a student manager sometimes doesn't necessarily get noticed until there's water missing, or the basketballs aren't there, or equipment isn't ready. And so Noah has played a really valuable role for us for 3 years, and serving his classmates and serving our team and program, and we're going to really miss Noah. Colby Schleckerbeer has been a member of the basketball program for 4 years, and he's a young man that's moved from reserves to JV to varsity, and just continued to work at it and get better, and he's played a nice role for us this year at the varsity level, and what a great teammate he's been. And giving us that important senior leadership. Ashton Carlson this will be his 3rd varsity letter here as a senior, and Ashton has, again, not only grown as a basketball player, but he's really grown as a young man, and has really given us tremendous leadership on and off the court. I love Ashton, and we're really going to miss him and miss his leadership, not to mention just the incredible gifts that he has on the basketball court to not just score and rebound, but also to distribute the basketball to his teammates. So again, we're so thankful that to have Ashton in our program. We're going to miss him. And Justin Bubach leads the program as the all-time leading scorer in Lincoln Christian School basketball history. And Justin has been a varsity he's been a varsity player since his freshman year, and he is a 2-time All-State player his sophomore and junior year. And then obviously he's continued that high level of play here his senior year. Justin, probably when people think about him, think about his dunks and his scoring, but Justin has really matured into just a really good defensive player, and somebody that we can count on to shut down the other team's best player, regardless of position, really. And Justin can play the 2 through 4, and he's 2 through 5 really, and he's played all that for us. So we're really gonna miss Justin. And again, I love all of our seniors. I love Justin, and we wish him the very best as he goes off to play basketball at the college level. So. We wish all 4 of our seniors the very best. We love you guys. We're so thankful for you, and thankful for your impact on our program.
All right, ready to go. The Crusaders and the Titans for half number 2, and Lincoln Christian's got a 10-point hole to dig out of. We'll see if they've made some adjustments at halftime. And, of course, we'll see what Norris does, too. They may continue to play a little more deliberate with that lead. Crusaders have the starters on the floor again. Now Carlson and Marshbanks both with 3 fouls. Bubach's got 2. And McGear drives into the lane. And the quickness from Gavin McGear drew that foul on Rice.
Yep, it's a good, strong drive. Draw the foul there. It's a good start. Offensively, we're going to have to get a little more flow to us here second half. A little more Just consistency. 19 points and a half. So, 40 for a game basically right now? That's not going to win you a lot of basketball games if we keep at this pace.
And McGear picks up his first point of the game. And back to an 8-point game. Rice over to Hood. Inside to DeVoe. And Bubak blocks it from behind, and they call a jump ball.
Good help on Justin's part to slide in there and cut off the drive.
Yeah, DeVoe was going to just try to slide down that lane and go right around Marshbanks, but Bubak blocks it from behind. And Carlson, oh man, that almost turned into be a great steal. Pancope. Crusaders stay in that zone. Hood now drives on Bubak, spins, goes up, off the glass, no good.
Tough shot, good defense by Justin there on the ball. Nice pass, good catch,
and
wow.
Bubak finishes.
Good pass, good catch, nice play.
Bubak with 11, back to a 6-point game.
I wasn't sure who Ashton was slinging that to, and all of a sudden Ashton just snatched it out of the air.
Ashton is known for his no-look passes.
Yep.
And DeVoe
that's Marshbanks.
is fouled. Marshbanks will have his 4th. He has not had many minutes on the floor tonight. No. He's had some untimely fouls.
You know, you're 6'10", stand straight up, put your arms up, make them force them to make that over you instead of creating a foul and committing that.
That's 7 for Trey DeVoe on the night. Now 8.
Actually, they may have called that on Gavin. That's what the scoreboard's showing.
Oh, yeah, they did. So that's 2 on McGear. 1 team foul apiece. Carlson tried to bounce it into Bubak, but just too many arms and legs in there.
Yeah, they look pretty when they work.
Crusaders had cut it to 6. It's now 8, and Norris with the ball again. So there's DeVoe. He's going to go down the lane again. Kicks it outside for Hood from 3.
Nobody boxed out.
Nobody boxed out 2 times, and Order ends up with the basket. The girls' game tonight, the Crusaders had a little trouble with that as well.
We did.
Oh, and Marshbanks can't finish, but gets his own rebound, and he'll have a chance for a 3-point play.
Yep, way to stay with it. We want him to hit the first one, but if we can get an and one, that turns out better for us.
DeVoe picks up the foul, his 2nd, and Marshbanks with the chance to complete the 3-point play. And he does. And he's got a pretty good stroke from the free throw line for a big guy.
He's got a real soft touch around the rim as well.
Back to 7, 5.5 to go in the 3rd. Rice with it. To Pancope. Now he drives, stops, gives up his dribble, back to Rice, steps inside.
Yeah, Rice is not going to shoot that shot.
And he's called for an offensive foul. That's 3 for Rice now.
Yeah, that's good. That'll help as well, getting their fast point guard out of there. What I've seen from Rice this game and also back in December, he's not going to shoot that outside shot, so we need to stay disciplined and not fall for that ball fake there.
So Norris, again, they come in 16-4. They lost their last game on Thursday night, but to Omaha Scott, they're number 1 in Class B, 19-0, and Norris lost by 10, 41-31. Oh, and McGear can't finish, but an offensive rebound and then a score by Marshbanks.
A great play by Marshbanks. Catch it high and finish high. He would have brought that down and probably would have gotten stripped, so good play by him. Good pass by Ashton.
And it's back to 5 and a timeout for Norris. Coach Matt Shelsta calls the timeout, 33-28. And the LCS wrestling team, they were at districts today. They had a pretty good day. Got 3 guys to the state tournament, so you can't beat that.
Yep.
Eli Wagerson at 126, Isaac Wagerson 113, and then Cheyenne Jafari at 285. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this is Cheyenne's first year at wrestling, right?
Yeah, I do think that sounds correct. I was talking to Coach Earl here before this game, and he said he went up there to watch it, and he said we had 8 guys make it to what he called the heartbreak round.
Right.
So
yeah,
win and go to state and lose don't. So that's a good number to have at that round.
5 other guys that were within 1 win of making the state tournament.
Yep.
So that'll start on Thursday at the CHI Health Center in Omaha. It goes Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Thursday and Friday action. You can watch it on pay-per-view. You just go to the NSAA website and look up wrestling state tournament information, and it'll tell you how you can tune in for that. And then the championships Saturday afternoon are on NET.
Oh, that's us. Whoa, boy, that was off 13's leg.
Yeah, looked like it.
I think we're going to get some official conferencing here. There we go. Good.
And a nice work by the officials to stop and talk about it and get it right. And again, let's mark that down. That's a key turnover there. If Lincoln Christian can convert here, they could get back within 3 or 2.
Yeah, and it's going to be important that we are within a couple or have the lead going into the 4th quarter, because with this zone, Norris has been pretty patient to just, it's going to be a charge, yep.
And Ashton Carlson will have his 4th foul, yep.
You can see it. The Norris player was set. He was waiting for it.
Ashton will take a seat on the bench and Gunnar Dworick back in. So, again, that turnover by Norris ends up not hurting them.
Nope, and that's a tough one for us, offensively, defensively. With Ashton going out, he's going to sit now for a while.
So this is Mitch Shampoo, who brings it up. Or no, I'm sorry, 4 is Shampoo, 13 is Small. And now spins, hands off to Order. Into DeVoe.
Mismatch there with Gavin on DeVoe in that spot of our zone. Good block by Justin.
Wow, what a block.
Yeah.
Bubak comes flying in there and blocks the shot. Price had position.
Good. Yes.
And he gets it. And I was a little worried there because it looked like he lowered his shoulder just a bit. I was wondering if they were going to go with an offensive foul, but I think the defender was moving.
He was. So. The defender was sliding across the lane there, so he was not set. And Gavin took it at it hard, which is what you need to do, and then gets rewarded.
And in and out with the free throw, but for Gavin McGear now, he has got 4 points here in this quarter, yeah. Proved a little bit of a spark for the Crusaders. Inside to Price, back outside. Shampoo from the free throw line, no good, and the rebound by Marshbanks. So Lincoln Christian can get within 1 or
nice
tie
pass.
it.
Good.
And Dworick hits it. It's a 1-point game.
Great pass. Way to see the floor by Justin Bubak. Head up as he's heading down, seeing what's going on. Good finish by Gunnar.
And now DeVoe.
Wow. We seized a little bit of momentum, and DeVoe makes a tough play to kind of quiet the crowd.
And is it Marshbanks with the foul? Let's see.
I would think so.
Yep.
Yep.
So Marshbanks and Carlson both with 4 fouls. Berger is back in. Berger, McGear, and does Bubak have 2? I was thinking he did, but I only have him marked down for 1. We'll see.
I would say 1.
Yeah, I guess that is right. So miss, that's probably a half a dozen and ones that Norris has had, but they've only converted, I think, 2 out of 6.
Well, think of the other free throws they missed in the first half, and they hit the bonus so early. Otherwise, they could have a decent cushion still.
That foul will go on Order. That is his 2nd. 5 team fouls now on the Titans. A couple more till Lincoln Christian will be in the bonus. Just 3 on the Crusaders in this half, but 2 of those 3 have been the 4th foul for Carlson and Marshbanks. And Carlson's obviously going to have to set the rest of this quarter. Then the question is, when do you bring him back in the game?
I would bring him back pretty early because you're not going to win with him on the bench.
And then just obviously coach him up to play smart.
Kind of roll the dice with it a little bit.
And if you're on the Norris side, you go at him when you've got the ball on offense if you can.
Yep. And that's hard for Ashton. I mean, he's an aggressive player, and so...
Pancoke goes high to try to snag the ball, but it's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Crusaders. They're down 3. So good hustle by Lincoln Christian in this third quarter to cut that 10-point halftime deficit down. Got it to within 1 just a bit ago. Bubak, long 3. And misses everything, out of bounds to Norris. He had a decent look at it, though.
Yep, he did.
So Norris walks it up the floor. Last couple of minutes here in the third quarter. Last home game for Lincoln Christian. They'll be on the road. The boys will be next Friday up at Bishop Newman. That's Shampoo with it over in the corner. DeVoe, and he lost it off his foot.
Fortunate for us, just stumbled on his way to the basket.
Bishop Newman, they are 15-4 on the season, so they've had a good year.
Yeah, they have. They'll be a tough team. They're always a tough team.
Right. They've. I like to joke. They, on defense, you know what you're going to get. They always play that 1-3-1. I think since 1923 or something like that.
I was going to say the same thing, just in terms of that 1-3-1 defense. So they're always well coached, disciplined team, good athletes. So it'll be a good game.
And so they've lost 4 games, and actually a couple of their losses are interesting. They, in the Centennial Conference Tournament, they lost to Lincoln Lutheran. They had beaten them 4 days earlier in the regular season game, and then lost to Lutheran at home. So that was kind of an unlikely event. And then a couple weeks, or actually just the week before we played Boys Town went up, or I can't remember where the game was, but Boys Town beat Newman by about 10.
Yeah.
So we got that big, the Heartland Hoops Classic out in Grand Island today. Some big matchups
this weekend?
there. Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
And they have some interesting matchups where they'll match up schools from big classes against small classes.
Yeah.
And earlier this afternoon, BRLD, which is number 1 in Class C2, they beat Hastings, who's number 4 in Class B.
I was going to say Hastings beat Class B. So that's a good win for them.
And they got a big game coming up tonight. Millard North, it's number 1 in Class A, is taking on IMG Academy out of Florida.
Oh, that ought to be a good game.
Yeah, IMG Academy probably has half a dozen, 5-star players on their roster.
Millard North's got a couple Division I players on their roster actually too, up there in Omaha. So,
turnover, and Bubak tried to get it back but didn't do it.
One of their stars went off for 25 last night, I saw, against Bellevue West.
Right, and that was a 1 versus 2 matchup, I think. So.
Yeah.
So the last minute of the quarter, Lincoln Christian has held Norris to just 6 points in this quarter.
We've both kind of been stuck here about 32-35 for a few minutes now as well. Good defense, good. Way to go, good finish, Drew. Just finish. There we go. Good job. Good pass ahead by Jonas. Good steal. We surrounded DeVoe down there and got the turnover, an easy bucket.
That's 5 for Buchelman, and it's a 1-point game. So Lincoln Christian is right there. Let's see if they can get a stop in this last possession of the quarter. Norris is going to hold the ball.
There's a little bit of crowd noise. Now, granted, I have headphones on, but this is a tight game. 2 quality, good, rated teams. And the gym's pretty quiet today. Do you feel that way, or is it just me?
Yeah, I do.
Doesn't seem like either side's really that into it.
Well, let's hope we can get them fired up between the quarter breaks, and crowds will be into it for the fourth quarter because it's obviously going to be a close game at the end of the quarter here. Oh, Buchelman almost had a chance at a steal. Now Pancoke down to DeVoe.
No foul. Don't bail him out here.
And he scores.
Good finish by him.
And that'll give the Titans a 3-point lead, 37-34 after the third quarter. right, here we go. It is a 37-34 lead. Lincoln Christian's right there, and they'll get the ball to start the quarter. And let's see, we've still got Carlson and Marshbanks both on the bench with 4 fouls. So it's McGear, Buchelman, Bubach, Berger, and Dworak on the floor to start the period. Free throw line extended for, or I should say extended by his jump. He went up and scored it.
It's a good shot by Drew. He's a great shooter.
Last 2 baskets of the game, the last of the third and the first of the fourth, go to Buchelman, and he has 7 tonight.
Give credit to our boys. They dug out a 10-point hole at halftime, and we've got it to 1 here. See if we can get over the hump, get a stop, and then go down and get a bucket ourselves.
And interesting, too, we had a great third quarter. Bubach only had 2 points in that quarter.
Yeah. Well, Gavin stepped up, hit a couple baskets. Jonas came in and got some free throws. So that's what we need.
And Norris spreads things out, 1-point lead.
I think Gunner may have had a breakaway layup there, too, on a nice pass in that third quarter. So, get some nice contributions, couple baskets from some other guys, and spread it around.
And Hood misses the 3, and Bubach high for the rebound. Buchelman over in the corner, now drives, puts one up from the elbow. That's going to be off, and Berger had position, but the ball bounced a little wide.
That's another good shot by Drew. He also had Justin on the roll. If he could have dumped that to him, that was a layup.
And it looks like Carlson and Marshbanks are at the table to come back in. Order. No good on the shot, and I'm looking at...
Nope, that's good. Gavin.
And did they just call a technical?
They did. Gavin slammed the ball against the back pad there on the wall. He was a little frustrated. I think they took so long to call that foul.
Hood gets the personal foul, and it's going to be a technical on McGear, and so it'll be free throws for Norris.
Well, that's a tough play. You get a stop. You're down 1. Go take the lead potentially, and instead now you're going to go down 3 maybe.
Rice hits the first free throw and misses the second. So the good news is there, again, they've had a lot of misses tonight. Anytime they've had 2 free throws, it's been rare that they've made 2 back-to-back.
Right.
But not only do they get the free throws, but they get the ball too. So it is 16 fouls on Norris, so Lincoln Christian will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Just 4 on Lincoln Christian.
Keep an eye on Ashton and Easton coming back in here. We both got 4. I think you mentioned that maybe 2 here.
Yep. Crusaders in the 1-3-1. There's Pancoke for 3.
Boy, got to box out, boys.
And DeVoe.
DeVoe, he's a long, active body. He does a good job getting the rebound.
Foul on the floor, but it'll go on the Titans. And it will be 1-1. Justin Bubach will step to the line. And the foul goes on Rice, and that's 4 on him. And for Bubach, he is...
It's been quiet in the second half.
78% free throw shooter. Yeah, just 2 points after halftime. He's got 12 for the game, a little bit below his average. I think he averages around 16. And goes 2 for 2, so it's back to a 2-point game.
It's kind of like the girls. We're just hanging there, can't quite get over the hump, and seize the lead. Same thing happened in the girls' varsity game.
Yep.
Early in the fourth quarter.
And Marshbanks pokes it away. Carlson goes down and scores. And we got a tie game. Yeah.
Good finish by him. Surprised there wasn't also a foul to go with that. A lot of contact as he was trying to get to the rim.
So it's 40 apiece. 5.5 to go. Fasten your seatbelts. We're in for a good finish here.
Really important that Lincoln Christian did a good job.
And here goes Carlson for another breakaway.
Good job. Sometimes a couple of those boys like to try that dunk and don't finish it. And that was not the time for it. So I'm glad he made a smart choice and laid it in. Get the points here.
Right. And I want to say we might have been ahead 2-0, but I think that was it. Pancoke goes up
Whoa.
And draws the foul on McGear.
Gavin tried to sell that a little bit, but he was kind of leaning at the same time, so I think it was a good call. Gavin's not thrilled about it, but...
Well, he's already got one technical. He better... he's going to take a seat on the bench, and he's got 3... Or actually 4 fouls because the technical counts as a foul, right? Yeah.
Yep. So we get 2 back on the floor with 4 fouls and send another one off. Not what we're looking for here with 4:52 to go.
And again, a missed free throw by Norris. So tie game for the Crusaders. They've got Carlson, Bubak, Dworak, Buchelman, and Marshbanks on the floor. And Coach Gary Nunley's going to take a timeout.
I'd say Norris missing free throws consistently has been our saving grace thus far. So we'll hope that continues on their part for our sake.
Yeah, we got a long ways to go, but the Crusaders are in it thanks to that. Next week, the girls head to sub-districts, and we just got to head across town, so that's nice. It'll be over at Lincoln Southwest on Tuesday night, 6 o'clock. We will take on the winner of the Lincoln Lutheran and Raymond Central game. They play on Monday night, the 4-5 matchup, and if Lincoln Lutheran wins that's not going to be an easy game. I think they are playing a lot better than they were when we beat them back in December.
Yeah, and I think their record's right about 500. I saw a day or two ago. But, again, with a city team, kind of a rivalry for us, it's never going to be easy. So,
and then on the other side of the bracket, you've got Malcolm and Milford, and they are both 17-5.
Yeah.
So we got 3 of the top 11 seeds in the wild card standings right now in our sub-district.
Well, I think I saw, too, ours was the 4th toughest. When you go by win percentage, ours was the 4th toughest sub-district in the state. So...
And the Crusaders, of course, the girls lost today, but coming into tonight, they had about a 9/10 of a point lead in wild card points, and I know some people don't really follow that, but that's a big lead.
Yeah, yep.
And then between the 2 and 3 teams, they're about 5/100ths of a point separating them. So Crusaders should probably stay in that number 1 spot in wild card points after today.
Right. We're in a good spot going into the sub-districts, but, you don't want to rely on that wild card. Hopefully we get 2 wins next week.
Yeah. And Bubak goes really high to get that and draws the foul. The bucket won't fall, but he'll shoot free throws.
It's a good play by the Crusaders coming out from a timeout, getting it to Justin. Make sure he gets a touch.
And I tell you what, if Justin was about a half an inch shorter, he might not have been able to go up and get that pass.
Yep. That's 3 for 3 here in the last couple minutes on free throws by Justin. That's important coming down in a tight game, 4th quarter.
And I haven't been keeping track of misses, but I think we've only missed 2 or 3 free throws all day.
There's 2 big ones right there. Let's go see if we can get a stop here.
And Lincoln Christian in the lead, 44-42, 4.5 to go. See if Norris continues to play deliberate, but they're behind, so they...
Boy, that was travel.
Yeah.
Good. Yep, good call.
That was Norris had a smart play. I mean, they were going to just try to back Marshbanks right down and see if they could get him to commit the foul, but ended up shuffling his feet.
So I don't have the exact score in front of me, but I'm thinking we've outscored them about 25-14 here in the second half so far.
25-13,
Is it 25? Okay, yep. I didn't know what they had for
ball
sure.
on the floor. That's going to be a tie-up, and it'll go to the Titans.
So you had asked what adjustments Gary was going to make at halftime. It looks like he made a few that are being effective, right?
Yep. Well, we still got a long ways to go in this game, but interesting thing, both the girls and the boys for Lincoln Christian this year, we have not lost to anybody in Class C1.
Right, that is correct.
Interesting stat, but Lincoln Christian boys have lost to Sutton, Lincoln Lutheran, Norris, and who am I missing? I'm missing one other. Oh, Grand Island Central Catholic in the conference tournament, And Rice.
Boy, that's a double dribble right there, but they didn't call it, so we got to keep playing.
I think they thought the Crusaders got a hand on it. Order drives baseline, loses it, but DeVoe picks it up. And then Price is going to get a call for over the back. So, that was Order was down on the ground, and it just fell right to DeVoe, and he then missed the shot. So Lincoln Christian Norris got a little lucky, and then the Crusaders got a little lucky.
I was going to say, it was double dribble that I think was missed, and then also a travel on that baseline when he falls to the ground and slides. But it worked out for us. We're okay.
Justin Bubach, he's got 4. He's 4 for 4 here in the fourth.
Good job. Seniors stepping up, making plays here.
He's right at his season average. He's got 16.
A little hard. Yep, a little strong. Good rebound by Ashton.
Oh, and then DeVoe rips it away.
Come on, you got to keep playing. Ashton's got to be smart here. Yep. Not get a frustration foul because he, maybe thought he got fouled on that rebound down there. Good play. Boy.
Oh, and now he's gone. They call him for a foul. Looked like it was a clean steal, but Carlson has fouled out of the game.
Oh, goodness. Boy, I don't want to critique officiating and be too on him, but I mean, if anything, I was expecting a Norris foul on that. That really looked like a clean steal from up here. Tough call. Bad break.
6-team foul on Lincoln Christian, so no free throws yet, but Norris will keep possession. They're down by 3.
I thought that was going to be a steal, breakaway layup, and extend our lead to 5, and instead Ashton's out of the game. That's tough.
And we'll see what Norris does. DeVoe has got the height advantage on McGear. And now Pankow in from the corner, and he hits it, so that's a 5-point turnaround.
What a turn of events.
And a timeout called by the Titans. It's tied 45 apiece. So, yeah, we potentially had a 47-42 lead, and now we're tied. But that's the way it goes. So the boys, as far as the wild card standings, Lincoln Christian sitting at 6th right now, and they don't do seeding for the sub-districts till Tuesday, but we're all but assured of being the 1 seed.
Yeah.
I think Milford and Malcolm will be. Milford is 10-11 on the year. They'll be the 2 seed. Malcolm is 6-14, and then Raymond Central is 4-17.
Yeah, we've got a good sub-district in terms of us getting out of it. Nice. The boys are staying right here in Lincoln also. They're at Southeast. Is that correct?
That is
right.
right.
Yeah.
Do they have a good gym over there at Southeast?
They do.
Is it a decent gym?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, let's fill it with red, white, and blue for Crusader fans. And next week, go to Southwest for the girls.
Good drive.
And Bubach, and I think DeVoe got a hand on it from behind, and then it's stripped, but they're going to call a foul, I think, on order. And for order, that'll be his 3rd foul, and it's the 10th team foul, so Lincoln Christian will be in the double bonus rest of the way. Justin missed his last free throw, and this one is off as well.
In and out.
I spoke too soon when I said we'd only missed a couple of free throws, and then I think I jinxed the team. No, I don't believe in jinxes.
I think he's going to respond right here. He's going to put it in. And another one in and out.
Wow.
They're about halfway down and coming back out on both of those.
The home team rim was unfriendly on that.
Yeah.
So Norris back on offense. They got a tie game here. And they're going to continue to be patient. They get it inside to DeVoe. Good help from Buchelman. DeVoe goes up and under the basket. And is that going to be, who are they going to call it on? Marshbanks? Yep, Marshbanks has fouled out as well. And Jonas Berger will be back in the game. And McGear is playing with 4 fouls as well. So just 2 minutes to go in this game. But Norris with a chance to take the lead here.
2 minutes is going to be a long 2 minutes, though, in a tie game. There's going to be a lot of starts and stops and whistles and guys getting to the line. So there's a lot left here in this game, actually.
And both teams with 3 times out. So.
Yeah.
And that one rolls in for order, so he has...
That was DeVoe, I think. He was
I'm sorry,
right?
yeah, you're right, DeVoe.
Yeah.
And he's given Norris a 1-point lead.
Norris comes out and extends their pressure at about a 3/4 trapping zone.
Kicked ball, it'll stay with LCS, right in front of the Crusader Crazies. Lincoln Christian's got Berger, Buchelman, Bubak, McGear, and Dworak on the floor. Hood, Pankow, Order, Rice, and DeVoe for Norris. And again, Crusaders are down a point, but be patient. You got plenty of time. Don't try to force anything. We'll see what happens here.
I think you got to get the ball to Justin down on the block.
And he and Order are fighting with each other.
We're trying to get him the ball. They also got DeVoe in the lane, kind of shadowing to.
And the fadeaway doesn't go, and on the rebound, the foul's going to go on Norris.
So Justin's last 2 free throws and that shot in the lane, all 3 of them halfway down and back out on that rim.
DeVoe picks up the foul, so it'll be 1-1 for Jonas Berger, and Jonas hit a couple of clutch free throws in that third quarter as the Crusaders battled back from the 10-point halftime deficit.
There we go, good shot by Jonas. A little bit of pressure here, he stepped up and knocked it in.
I'm sorry, that was in the second quarter that Berger hit those 2 free throws, but tie game and a lead for Lincoln Christian.
Big shots by Jonas, happy for him. Step up and get those 2 to go down.
4 points for Jonas, all from the line tonight.
That's important to us to have the lead now with this zone because Norris is forced to be aggressive and try and score, not just run the clock. Got to box out. Come on, Drew.
And DeVoe goes back up.
DeVoe's tough.
And McGear had to let him go because he's got those 4 fouls.
And Drew had the inside position. He just couldn't quite secure the rebound.
And it'll be Bubak back to the line. That foul goes on Pankow.
Not sure Coach Shelsta there for Norris was probably wanting that foul that far away from the basket and putting him at the line, but we'll take it. It's good for us, I guess.
And Bubak has got this one. Hopefully he's got his stroke back.
Yep, that one was a pure swish, so he wasn't going to mess around with the rim this time.
He's got 6 points in this quarter, all from the free throw line.
There we go. So Norris has kind of struggled at the line today, and we've hit some really big free throws to put us where we're at here, up 1.
And now the crowd's getting into it.
They should. Everybody should be on their feet right now. 45 seconds to go. We need to stop.
All the way over to Hood. He does a good job to keep it from going out of bounds.
He did.
Pankow for 3, off, and Bubak with the rebound. Quickly up ahead to Berger.
Oh, wow. Hope they're okay.
Yeah, but Berger ends up all the way under the stage. And you know what? There's a post under there. Hopefully he doesn't run into that thing.
Well, we've got padding on it, so.
And Jonas is up. And he's going to go to the free throw line, and the foul goes on Pankow. He's got 4 now. So now we're going to ask Jonas to do the same thing he just did, hit 2 more free throws.
Jonas, tough kid. That was a hard fall, but he's up and ready to go. A little hard. Yep. Both were important, but this one's really important here. See if he can get this one to drop through.
Connor Price is back in. The Crusaders 1-point lead, and I'm guessing we're going to go with these 5 the rest of the way for Lincoln Christian.
Yep. A little strong again, yep.
So 0 for 2 on that. Norris with the ball, down by 1, last half minute.
I'd keep an eye on DeVoe in the middle. I would guess they're going to try and get the ball to him, and if nothing else, he's going to be crashing the boards hard on any shot that goes up.
And a timeout, and they actually, right as that timeout was called, they had a switch, and DeVoe ended up on McGear, and if it wouldn't have been for the timeout, they probably would have tried to get it back to him, and he would have probably tried to take Gavin to the basket.
Yep.
So Lincoln Christian, boy, the whole first half, we didn't think we'd necessarily have an ending like this, did we?
Right. No, it's been pretty tight here. all this fourth quarter after really the first half was kind of dominated by Norris.
Crusader Sports Network will hit the road after today. This will be our last home game of the year, but we'll have all the postseason action, sub-district action on Tuesday, 6 o'clock start time at Lincoln Southwest against the winner of Lincoln Lutheran and Raymond Central. And you got to feel sorry for the Raymond Central girls team. They're 1-20.
Yeah, I saw that.
And
that's not easy. That's probably not much fun either for the kids.
Yeah, and it's for the players and for the coaches, you know, as far as trying to continue to motivate your team when you've had a year like that. But they'll battle Lincoln Lutheran and Raymond Central Monday night. And then the winner of that game will turn around and play Tuesday. And the second game, Tuesday after the Lincoln Christian game, it'll be Milford and Malcolm. The winners play on Thursday at 7 o'clock, and then whoever wins the sub-district plus the wildcard teams, you get like 8 days before you play.
Right.
Which
I
again,
think it's that following Friday then of the next week.
Could be good, could be not so good. You know, you don't want to be rusty. The boys sub-district the following week, they play on Thursday and then turn around 2 days later for the district final. So here we go, last 12 seconds. And they get it into Price, back outside to Hood.
That's good
and he
defense.
loses the ball.
Whoa, boy.
Oh, and they say it's off Lincoln Christian. And they're going to talk about it.
Wow.
Let's see what they do here. And now they're going to say it stays with Norris.
You know, there was contact, but yet it didn't look, there was body contact, and it looked like he just kind of lost the ball and almost, it touched his hands last, but, you know.
Well, we're a long ways away up here. So.
I know, right? And I'm glad at least the officials got together, so you got to hope with four eyes looking at it, they got it right.
And you think for Norris, they're going to try to look for DeVoe. That'd be their first option.
Yeah.
So if I'm Lincoln Christian, I'm probably putting Bubak on DeVoe.
Right.
DeVoe.
Well, and it'll be interesting to see what Coach Nunley does, if he stays in the zone or if he goes to the man.
I almost think you go back to the man.
I would agree because, you know, you stay in the zone, you may just get a pass right in. You can't leave a shooter wide open. So. And
you also got to watch for if somebody sets a screen and then gets somebody wide open on the inbounds pass.
Yeah. With 3 seconds, 3.8, I mean, they got a dribble or two that they could potentially get and get a shot off still with that amount of time left.
Although you also think they want to get a quick shot off and have a chance for a rebound if there's a miss.
Yeah. There's Cheyenne walking into the gym, one of our state qualifiers. Wrestling, look at him. He's pretty happy. He's smiling, so good for him.
There you see him on your screen right now.
The crowd is clapping for him. That's awesome.
He's got to be excited going to state next week up in Omaha. But right now, the Lincoln Christian boys varsity, they've got some business to do here. They're up by 1.
You know, and it's not on the side. We're under the basket as well. So that's what you talked about. You get a switch or a screen, and all of a sudden you got a quick, easy little shot under the basket. We got to be really protecting the paint area here.
And Gary Nunley looked to see how Norris was set up and then takes a timeout. But then if you're Norris, do you set up then a different play maybe?
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
We'll see. I imagine he may go with the same one.
You want to go with the play that you think gives you the best chance to score.
You know, and the way they were set up initially there, I mean, they can run a lot of things out of that. They didn't tip their hat by just the way they were starting out before the ball was given to the inbounder. So
this is going to be a big win for somebody here in the next 3.8 seconds, and we're unlikely to have overtime with a score like this. It's a 1-point score.
It's going to be a big win, and if by chance Norris hits a basket here, it's going to be a real tough loss for the Crusaders in the last 3.8 seconds. So let's hope they can hold on here and communicate on defense and not give up an easy shot like you mentioned.
Buchelman's going to guard the inbound guy, so use those long arms. And Rice goes straight up, misses the shot, and Lincoln Christian is going to win it. Boy, I thought that thing might bounce back down in.
With the angle we had here, I couldn't tell. It looked like it went straight up, and it had a chance to come through the net.
So Lincoln Christian splits the season series with the Norris Titans. Norris wins it in Waverly at the Holiday Tournament, and Lincoln Christian battles back from a 10-point deficit, 49-48. So, the Crusader team, the players and the coaches, they got to be really happy with the way this one came out.
Absolutely. Norris is having a great year. They're a good, solid team, obviously, in Class B, so that's a great win for our boys.
So for the Crusaders, we'll total up the points here, but again, Justin Bubak held to just 1 field goal in the second half, but he ended up with 7 free throws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 free throws in that fourth quarter and finishes tonight with 18 points. It's 7 for Drew Buchelman, 1 tonight for Gunnar Dorick, and I think Gunnar might have had 3. I might have missed one there. It's 8 tonight for Carlson. It's 4 for Jonas Berger, some big free throws for Jonas.
Yep.
4 for Gavin McGear, and 5 tonight for Easton Marshbanks. And for Norris, they were led by Trey DeVoe. He finishes the night with 17 points. But a big win. Lincoln Christian goes to 17-4 on the season. And they'll have 6 days now to get ready for their season finale up at Wahoo against Bishop Neumann next Friday night. I don't know what else to say. We've witnessed a fun game tonight. And, you know, we've witnessed a great game. Even if we would have lost, we can say it was a great game to watch down the stretch here.
Yeah.
So,
you know, it should give our boys a lot of confidence. Down 10, 12 points and fought their way back and came out on top eventually. So
Lincoln Christian players getting ready to go through that student victory tunnel. And that looks to me like it's a little bigger tunnel than usual tonight, isn't it?
It's extending out onto the court a little further than normal. You're right.
So we'll be back with basketball action next Tuesday here on the Crusader Sports Network. Lincoln Christian girls in their sub-district game. There go the boys. It's LCS and the winner of Lincoln Lutheran and Raymond Central next Tuesday night. But your final here tonight, Lincoln Christian 49 and Norris 48. For Brent Ailes, I'm Keith Miles. We're glad you could join us tonight here on the Crusader Sports Network. Have a great night.